Hey YouTube, and you guys might remember about 2 months ago, I said I wanted to start updating you guys on my video game collection once a month, so I figured I'd start doing that again. I took that break and everything, so it kind of got mixed up, so I figured I'd just start doing that again. This isn't every game I bought in the last 2 months, but it's the ones that I remember buying, so yeah. So without further ado, first game, Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. I had the sequel to this and I really liked it, and this is okay, a little slow, really short, like I beat it in like an hour or two, but this was pretty good though. Pretty cheap game. I'd look into it. I liked it. So a majority of these are Dreamcast games, so if you don't like Dreamcast, sorry, but that's just the system I've been feeling like collecting for. So yeah, but I'm going to save those for last. These are some Wii games. Muramasa, the Demon Blade. All these Wii games I got for $1, so I can't complain. And I have this on Vita, and I'm contemplating getting rid of this version, honestly, just because the Vita version is like the definitive version in my eyes. But Muramasa is pretty much a modern classic game. So then I got Sam & Max Season 1. Pretty cool little find. I've never played Sam & Max before, so kind of excited to try that. Super Mario Galaxy. This is actually a double, so yeah, but Super Mario Galaxy is pretty good. Wii Sports Resort. I did not have this before, and the reason why is because this is one of those games that always gets like either traded or sold, one of the two. Just because it goes for like 20 bucks on eBay, and I might keep this copy. I do really like this game. This is one of my favorite Wii games, believe it or not. So, I might keep that one for myself. But I've always wanted the bundle with the Wii Play, Wii Motion Plus, whatever. The Legends of Zelda Twilight Princess. This was pretty cool to find this for $1 because I only had the GameCube version. So, and Twilight Princess is one of my favorite Zeldas. So that was pretty great. Some N64 pickups. I got Gauntlet Legends. The Dreamcast version is my favorite version of this, but this isn't bad. Mega Man 64. Mega Man Legends is one of my favorite games from this era, and this is pretty good. It's a pretty good version. Turok. I don't think it aged well. Yeah. Earthworm Jim 3D. I played it for I don't know, 20 minutes. I gotta come back to it. I don't remember anything about it though, honestly. Mario Party 3. Shoot, you can't really see that. There you go. Mario Party's not really my thing, honestly. Mini-game compilations aren't really my thing. So, it's okay, but F-Zero X. Yeah, pretty good little racing game. Yeah. Again, racing games just aren't really my thing. One of the heavier hitters that I've needed is Ogre Battle 64. I only need 3 other expensive N64 games, and then I can just focus on the cheap common ones. So almost there. This is a strategy RPG, kind of like Fire Emblem, and I am terrible at those. So I'm not that good at this, but it's a pretty decent. It's a really good, actually, really good strategy RPG. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master's Quest. This is a reproduction cartridge, and you can get these for about 30 bucks now. Pretty cool. I'm hoping that companies start doing the Japanese N64 games that we didn't get that have fan translations, like Wonder Project J2 and Custom Robo. I hope we get reproductions of those eventually, but that was pretty cool though. And then moving on to Vita, because I have a few Vita games. I have Mutant Mudds Deluxe, in Mutant Mud's Super Challenge. I haven't played Super Challenge yet because I haven't actually beaten the original Mutant Muds, and Mutant Mud seems pretty good. Like, not fantastic, but pretty good. I liked it from what I played of it. Fate Extello, the Umbral Star. I actually bought this because I watched Fate Zero. Well, I'm still watching it. I'm on episode 19 of 24. Normally I would have like marathoned it, but I don't know, like it's not one of those things I can marathon for some reason, but nonetheless though. So I picked this up because I actually really like that show. And this is pretty cool. It's kind of like Dynasty Warriors, but with Fate characters, which is kind of nice. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like Dynasty Warriors on the occasion. Wipeout 2048, this is awesome. Like, this is one of the few racing games I've ever liked. Yeah, this is pretty great. Valhalla Knights 3, I haven't tried this yet, but it looked pretty cool. And I found it for cheap, and cheap Vita games, you gotta go for them because you don't see them very often. Moving on to PS4, we got Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. Haven't played this yet. Yeah, I just haven't played it. It looked pretty cool though. I heard it's really good. Has Been Heroes. I did not like this at all, honestly. Like, yeah, I just didn't like it. It's just the mechanics didn't work for me. I'll just leave it at that. Like, if you played that game, you know what I mean. Lumo? It was okay. Yeah, it was pretty good. Again, got it for cheap, so can't be upset. Then the last game, and this is the most recent one, Little Nightmares. And by me holding the disc and everything, you would know that this is the Little Nightmare edition, Little Six Nightmare. I don't know. Six Nightmare? I don't freaking know. But this was really awesome. This was like a really good game until I beat it, and I beat it in like 3 hours. So yeah, I paid like $30 for this, and I don't regret it because it was really, really good. But on the same hand, you know, like when you spend $30, like that's $10 an hour. I don't know if it was worth that, but I did really like it. And then, moving on, we have all of the Dreamcast games that I bought. And I wanna go for a Dreamcast set and my N64 set, and I would kind of rather, I feel like I could finish my Dreamcast set before I could finish my N64 set, honestly. So, let's see, the first game I got was Armada. This is really awesome. This is like if Asteroids got like the Space Invaders Extreme treatment, where like it gets all beefed up and everything. You can level up your ship, which is really fun. Your ship has like upgrades that it can get. This is just really fun. I really like it. Awesome game, honestly. Shenmue. Now, this was a big one that I didn't have in my collection before. This was one that, like, a couple people said, really? You don't have Shenmue? And it's because I've watched gameplay of it, and I can tell this is not the kind of game I would enjoy, if I'm being honest. It's just too slow-paced for me. But I've always owed it to myself to try it, and I finally found it for a price I was willing to pay. I paid $25 for it. And I wanted to get it before Shenmue 3 comes out, because I know once Shenmue 3 comes out, this game is going to like skyrocket in price. So I just gotta muster up the strength to try it eventually. Another bigger Dreamcast game that I didn't have, Power Stone 2. I did not have this. I like it. You know, it's weird. I think I like Power Stone 1 more, if I'm being honest. But this one does have 4-player multiplayer. The original only had 2-player. A little disappointing, but I think the reason, like, my main complaint with this is the arcade mode, they have like bosses, and the bosses are just too freaking hard. And I don't know, there's just something missing. Like, it's still a great game, it's still really fun and everything, but just there's something missing to it. Soul Fighter. This is a very cheap Dreamcast game that a lot of people tell me is garbage, but I don't know, I didn't hate it totally. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some bad aspects about it, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Like, if I were rating it, I'd probably give it like 2 stars, 2.5 stars. It wasn't that terrible. This is Wind and Water Puzzle Battles. And this is one of those independent Dreamcast games that I've always wanted because I really like puzzle games, but I've never got before just because of, I don't know, like, it's one of the very few indie Dreamcast games that's actually cheap, and I think because of that I just put off getting it. Kind of like the Goat Store games, I just put off getting it for whatever reason. And I still haven't tried it. It seems like a game I would like though, because I do really like puzzle games. Yeah, I played it for like 20 minutes and it seemed good. I hear, actually, the writing is really good in that game. Red Dog's Superior Firepower is what some people call it, but I think it's supposed to just be, if you guys can see that, if my camera will focus on it, I think it's just Red Dog, honestly. So, I've always wanted to play this, or I've wanted to play this for a while now, because it looked like Star Fox, but on tanks, which sounds pretty awesome. And I've only played it for like 40 minutes, just because I'm playing through Skies of Arcadia right now, and yeah, that game has been eating up all of my time. Max Steel Covert Missions, my bad. I played it for like 10 minutes. I actually got this because back when I was like 15, I told my friend, one of my friends, that like the Dreamcast was my favorite system of all time. And he was like, oh yeah, there was this really great game called Max Steel on it. And like, I don't know why, but it always like stuck with me, and I was always like, man, I gotta get that game. And I'm just now finally getting it, and I've played it for like 10 minutes. It seemed okay-ish. Q*bert. I really like Q*bert. Q*bert's one of my favorite classic arcade games. Q*bert 3 on Super Nintendo is like one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo, actually. And this seemed like pretty good. Not as good as Q*bert 3 though, but this did seem pretty good. The weird thing, this is like a pretty uncommon game. Like, this goes for like 20 bucks on eBay. I mean, I didn't pay that. I paid 10 bucks for it, which is the most I could see myself ever paying for that type of game. Wild Metal. I don't know what it was. I played this for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, I couldn't figure out what to do. Like I was playing the game, and I, like, kid you not, like, I just couldn't figure it out. Like, there was no directions or anything, or maybe there were directions and I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's a game. It wasn't terrible, like, by any means. Like, I don't know, you, like, play as tanks and blow up other tanks, so that's kind of cool, but, yeah, like, I couldn't figure out what to do. Yeah. That's a decent summary of a game. This is Surf Rocket Racers. Racer, I don't know. I didn't really care for it. Unfortunately, it's missing the back guard, but I got it for cheap, so I can't really be upset. I got Caesar Palace 2000. Again, I want to, you know, complete my Dreamcast set, preferably by the end of the year. So, when I see cheap Dreamcast games, and if I don't have them already, I'm gonna go for them. Championship Surfer. Ironically, I had this before, and then I sold it. I don't know why I sold it. And then, like, the store I went to still had it. Like, ironically, they still had the same copy that I sold, because I sold it to a local game store. They still had it, so I bought it again. So this is essentially the copy that I had that I sold. Makes no sense, I know. This game's pretty bad, though. Bad, I mean I couldn't figure out what to do. Charging Blast. This is like pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's an arcade style game. I didn't really care for it that much though. It seemed okay. Again, another one that wasn't that special by any means. Rippin' Riders. Now this one's kind of interesting because this is Cool Borders 2000 or 99 or something like that in Japan. And then, like, because, you know, Sony in America owned the Cool Borders license, they had to call it something else in America when it was coming out on Dreamcast, so they called it Rippin' Riders. Kind of neat little story. I don't like Cool Borders, so I didn't really like this that much. If you like Cool Borders, though, this probably would be up your alley. Then the last game is called Silver. I've wanted to check this out for a while now, because this is an RPG that uses, it's an action RPG, my bad, that uses, like, God, what is it called, where they use, like, images, where they use, like, CG backdrops, like in Final Fantasy VII, and it's, like, pretty much a whole game of that, which actually doesn't sound that bad to me. Yeah, so I've wanted to try this for a while now, and I finally found it for a price I was willing to pay. Haven't played it yet, though, because I am playing through Skies Arcadia, and, you know, I kind of want to beat that, and then go on to another RPG. Then the last things I got, I don't know if you would consider these pickups, I'm going to count them. GameStop was doing a sale, and they didn't have any games that I wanted. But they did have VMUs for, I think these were like $2 each. I think they were $2 each. So I bought 4 of them. Why? Because, one, you know, VMUs, memory cards, are incredibly useful. You never know when you're going to need a spare memory card. And 2, you know, just, I love to have extra memory cards and extras and whatnot. And then I also got 2 controllers. Now, unfortunately, this one's actually in pretty good condition still. Controllers are another thing I love to have spares of. They have controllers on sale for like $4, so I bought 2 of them. So, controllers are another thing I love to have spares of, just because, you know, you never know when something breaks and you're going to need a new one and whatnot, so I figured I'd pick up 2 more. Now, the one thing that sucks is this one isn't in that great of condition. They both work. I've tested both of them. They both work. And, but this one, the buttons don't push very well, and the start doesn't work very well. So I'm going to do a cleaning tutorial on this for you guys soon. But yeah, so... Well, that's embarrassing. I don't know why, but my camera clipped out. That's weird. Sorry about that. So, sorry about the abrupt jump. It probably won't be edited very well. But yeah, so I'm gonna do, the next video is going to be a cleaning tutorial on the Dreamcast controller, because, you know, why not? I haven't cleaned one in a while, so it'll be a good brush up for me. But yeah, so if you want to see that video, you should subscribe to my channel down below. The thing should show up either here, one of the two, I don't know. Like this video down below, and be sure to leave a comment. And, you know, have a wonderful day, YouTube, and peace.